So I did not feel like getting ready today, but I did, and honestly, it's worth it every time. I'm the first person to say when it comes to getting ready that I love bare minimum. I love to get back in my pajamas, do something simple, and call it a day. But I've been realizing that taking a little bit more time to get ready sometimes does wonders for how I take on my day, and I don't know, gives a little variety to life. Anyway, I'm just doing a casual get ready with me, so I hope that you all enjoy. So if you watch any of my videos, you know I love to do like a themed shower routine. So of course I'm doing one today. I started with my Castile soap as my base wash, and then I'm going in with this Native Ocean and Timber scented body wash, which as far as smell goes, it's like one of those like sea breeze, fresh smelling scents. I don't know, something about it I just love. I have rebought this body wash a couple of different times. It just smells so good to me. And then I paired it with the Ocean Glow Tree Hut Body Scrub, which smells pretty similar, but I think it has a little bit more fruity notes than the Ocean and Timber, but I'm fine with it. This is actually one of my favorite Tree Hut scrubs, if not my favorite. I just love it so much. The consistency is great. It's not too abrasive, but it's not too soft, I guess, and it just smells amazing. And obviously I like how it leaves my skin feeling, my skin is never irritated and it feels nice and soft. Whenever I exfoliate, I always use Panoxyl on my armpits instead of like a sugar scrub. It's just what I do. Panoxyl is a chemical exfoliant and it will just leave your armpits fresher, and also helps to lighten them. After all that, I was basically done with my shower, so I used this in-shower lotion by grwm. You basically just turn off the water and then you apply the lotion on your freshly wet skin. You don't have to dry off at all. And then I just followed it up with the matching Ocean Glow Tree Hut body oil, which is supposed to be really hydrating, and it also just smells bomb. So I love it. Every single time I'm ever gonna go buy that Tree Hut scrub, I'm definitely gonna buy a matching oil. If I don't have it, it just smells heavenly to me. Like, it has notes of amber and tropical breezes. It just smells amazing. And I was done with my shower at this point. Don't judge my lengthy robe. But now we can get into the hair, outfit, makeup, and whatever else I did. I did my hair right after I got out the shower. I found this natural hairstyle on Pinterest. It was like the front of your hair was cornrowed and then the back was supposed to be boxed braids. So I attempted to do that. I'll link in the Pinterest pin that I found or I was inspired by. Y'all can go see. I'll put a picture up as well here. But you know, I forgot that I'm not that great of a braider and I'm not fast at it either. I thought this was going to be so quick and easy. It definitely was a lot easier than braiding or cornrowing my whole entire head. So I definitely will try this again. I think I could do it a lot better than next time I do it. This was the first time I ever attempted doing it. Maybe if I actually use my rat tail comb and stuff like that to begin with, it would be a little bit easier. I was kind of trying to separate things and do things on my own. I did eventually go off camera and finish the braids because it was getting hot in this bathroom. I needed to leave, especially because I had just took a shower. Girl, I'm not trying to redo the whole thing. But yeah, I just did front row cornrowed, and then in the back, instead of doing the box braids, I ended up doing twist because, like I said, girl, I'm not the best braider and I wasn't that fast either. So the braiding took me a minute, and by that time I was like, girl, we gonna twist this up and call it a day. So I did that, got dressed, and I also put on these press on nails, those new ones I just showed. But this is what the hair ended up looking like. I didn't think it was horrible. It will obviously not, it's not professional, but it's giving natural. I kind of liked it. I don't know. And then I just set it with this mousse by Care, and I also put some Got to Be Loot spray on the cornrows because they weren't the tightest, so this really helped to keep them looking a little bit more crisp than they actually were. So I did enjoy that. And then I just put the blow dryer on to set the mousse, which the mousse also had heat protectant in it, so 2-in-1 special right there. But you always got to do this. This always helps. Don't forget to use the blow dryer, especially if you're using like a heat activated one. I never knew that for a long time, and then I started doing it, and it helps so much with frizz and everything. So yeah. And then of course I'm doing my edges. I did end up wearing this hairstyle for the whole week, so it was something easy and simple. Got up, put it in like a claw clip. Basically, you don't even need, I didn't even need the ponytail holder for real. I could have just put the claw clip right in and I went to work. I thought it was pretty cute, honestly, with the claw clip and everything. I do want to try it with box braids in the back instead of the twist, but the twist did make it faster, so shortcut. And then I just put on my scarf to lay down my edges and my braids and everything like that, and decided to do my makeup. Nothing crazy, girl. I don't do no full glam like that. I fill in my brows, even out my skin tone, put on some lip gloss, a little blush, you know, stuff like that. But that's really all. On the brows, I used eyebrow gel because mine's always curled up, and I use this Anastasia eyebrow pencil. I use the angled one, which is a little bit different than the Brow Wiz one, and I actually like the angled one a lot better. I feel like compared to the Brow Wiz, it takes me like no time to do my eyebrows with this angled one, just because it's a little bit thicker and it's also angled, so I'm not drawing on anything or whatever, if that makes sense. And then after that, I did concealer all over my face with this Born This Way concealer, which I love. I've honestly been using this concealer as like foundation ever since I found it, like almost a year ago now. But yeah, I really like it. And I'm just blending everything in as much as possible. And I ended up highlighting, putting on bronzer, powder to mattify my face, lip gloss, of course, mascara, and that was really it. But like I said, a super simple casual get ready with me. I'm the worst, especially on the weekend after working all week so bad. I feel so guilty every single weekend when I wake up at like 11 a.m. and I'm like, bitch, my whole day is gone. So literally that happened this day. So I didn't even end up getting ready until like 1 or 2, but after I did, I actually did feel like a lot better and willing to take on the day. Even though it was like evening by then. Not evening, but dang near, girl. Yeah, just get ready, it's worth it. But then even if something simple like this, just this girl, this is braids and twists, it's natural. I had a cardigan and a freaking bodysuit on. Anyway, I really hope that you all enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.